What's going on, everyone? So, something that I want to talk about that I really just kind of been thinking, right, is with this whole LeBron James thing, right? And there's all this noise, all this narrative that the Lakers want to get off of LeBron ASAP and this, that, and the other, right? But here's the thing. Not only does it have the potential to set a bad precedent, right, but it's also not the way that the Lakers have operated, which I think is very odd. Right? I mean, even Kobe, and look, LeBron has not done anything close to what Kobe has done for the Lakers, but like Lakers offered LeBron or Kobe a max contract, right? At a time that, if we're being honest, like remove our bias, I believe he was owed that just for what he did. That's why the Lakers give it to him. But for business and roster reasons, it was probably not the best move. Right? But it was like Kobe has done so much. He's so beloved, right? He did right by us. Let's do right by him. That kind of thing. But that's always how the Lakers have operated. The Lakers have always operated as we take care of our stars. We do, and even if it costs us a year or whatever, we do right because we trust that that's going to lead to other stars wanting to come. And it did. Right? Kobe Bryant retired. I'm old enough to remember everybody being like, oh, enjoy Kobe because you're a bottom feeding team now. You're going to be a bottom feeding team forever. 2 years later, LeBron James comes, and the year after that, Anthony Davis comes and Lakers win a championship. Right? So again, Lakers have always done the opposite of what these reports are saying. Now, times have changed. Things are different. I get it. But I don't see the Lakers forcing LeBron out. I don't see the Lakers trying to, again, the Anthony Davis situation, that is understandable. It's justified, right? Nobody's going to look at that in a weird way. Everyone knows, dude, you just landed Luka Doncic, right? For a team that looked dead in the water in a post-LeBron era, you just solved that immediately and got probably the best guy you could have gotten, and especially for LA. I mean, you want to talk about somebody that has that LA attitude, it's Luka. I mean, that swagger, the way that he's just out there chirping and stuff, he has Lakers written all over it, right? So, I love that the Lakers were able to pull that off and do it, right? But Lakers have this big talk about, we need another star, we need another star, we need another star, we need another star, right? And there's all this narrative and conversation about, Lakers are want LeBron to get off the team so they can bring in another star. But again, the whole reason that the Lakers repeatedly take care of their guys is so that way that next star will want to come. If you do LeBron dirty, you don't think that sends a signal to other stars, right? Guys like Giannis that are hey, I'm going there to be at the end of my career like LeBron did. And now all of a sudden, because I'm not the new, the hot toy in town, now you're going to do me dirty. Right now, you're going to be trying to do everything to get off of me. I don't, that's probably the biggest reason. Because I think this whole narrative is stupid. I think, every year we hear LeBron's leaving, and every year he stays. Right? LeBron came to the Lakers because he wanted to come to LA, and so did his family. Right? When he originally came to the Lakers, it made no sense. There was several other teams that he could have went to at the time and probably won multiple championships by now. But no, he wanted to go to the Lakers because his kids wanted to go to school in LA. His wife wanted to live in LA, right? He is stuck around. I'm not saying he's going to retire a Laker. I've said the last few years that I don't think he retires a Laker. That I think what he'll do is he'll do a 1-year stint in Cleveland. So my guess is that what'll happen is he'll next year probably take $25 million or something like that and end up being traded to Cleveland and some type of trade or whatever, and that'll be that, right? But I don't see the Lakers forcing LeBron out like the narrative that's going around right now, because that sets a bad precedent and puts a bad image that the Lakers, their entire tenure, have not wanted to present. They've wanted to present that we're star friendly. We're a team that, we love our stars. You win here, we take care of you. And I know people are going to look at it. He only won one championship, but he still won. Right? And you want a guy like Giannis to go, look at the history of the Lakers and how they take care of guys. Or Jokic, look at the history of the Lakers. Look how they take care of guys. Right? And now you're going to spite the one person that came at a time where, you weren't this great super powerhouse that you were. And there were a lot of questions about this team. And you missed on guys like Jason Tatum and all this stuff, right? So again, I don't I don't think that the reason I don't think the Lakers and these stories are true is because the Lakers' history has proven otherwise. But also, here's the other thing, right? Like, why do you want LeBron to leave after this year? There's no one to replace him with. Right? Like, it'd be different if Giannis and Jokic were available next season. If they were both free agents next season. Then yes, I could get it, right? You want LeBron to leave so that way you can clear the salary that you need in order to sign Giannis or Jokic, right? But they're not. They have a whole nother year. So if LeBron leaves, you have no one to replace him with. Go look at the free agents this offseason. There aren't this plethora of free agents that make sense. The only guy that did make sense was Jaren Jackson Jr., and he signed an extension already with Memphis, right? So he's not going anywhere anytime soon. So I look at the situation. It's like, why would the Lakers want to move off of LeBron at the end of this season? Right? If anything, you want LeBron to stay another year and then leave, because then now you have a shot with LeBron and Luka for these next 2 years to kind of figure it out. And then when LeBron leaves or retires or goes to another team or whatever, then you now can clear the cap space and do everything you need to do to bring in that other guy, a Giannis, a Jokic, or whatever. But there's also the potential that Giannis or Jokic you might have to trade for. Right? And if LeBron does want to kind of spend another year in Cleveland or whatever, or he wants to go to one of these other, whatever, right? You may need LeBron to help you in order to acquire that other star. Like, you might need LeBron, like, hey, we want to replace you with Giannis. So let's do a 3-team trade and let's trade you to the Cleveland Cavaliers. The assets and everything we get back from Cleveland, we'll send to Milwaukee, throw in an Austin Reeves or whatever, and then land Giannis. Now you got Giannis and Luka, Giannis and Luka, right? Or Denver, right? Okay, same thing, right? You're taking the assets from a team like Cleveland, because that's where I think he'll finish his swan song. I think he'll go there, retire, play a season there, get to play with this other kid, whatever, and then he'll end up departing and retiring, and that'll be that, right? But even Denver with Jokic, if Jokic is going to come, you're probably going to have to trade for him, right? So in that case, it's like, and even if you can, let's say Jokic doesn't sign the extension next offseason, right? And he's like, I want to go to I'm going to Lakers, whatever, right? Well, again, you're probably not going to be able to trade for him because there are teams that will go and do the Kawhi thing, right? And just go, hey, let's just get Jokic for a year. When do you have the chance to get a guy like Jokic? Let's go trade for him, get him for a year, try to go for it. If we win the championship, beautiful, it pays off. If not, then we clear a bunch of salary off our books and he can go have fun with the Lakers. Same thing with a Giannis, whatever, right? But so then in that case, like, you're probably going to want LeBron James, so that way you have that other star. Even if let's say he does start to decline. Last year, 6th in MVP voting, on top of being 6th in MVP voting, all NBA, still a top 10 player. Let's say this year he goes from a top 10 to a top 15, right? Still very good. Lakers would still have 2 top 15 players in all of basketball. Okay, let's say in 2026 season, 2026-27, let's say he drops to a top 25 player, another 10 spots. That's still really good, right? Especially considering his age and all that stuff. And especially if other guys are starting to come into their own and whatnot, right? So, like, again, I don't understand this whole narrative of, like, LeBron needs to go and the Lakers are trying to force him out when you can't replace him. It doesn't make any sense. And if you look at the Lakers' history says that's not what they do. They don't force stars out. If he wants to go, then they'll go, right? I mean, Shaq, they worked with him to pull off a trade so he could go to Miami, right? They chose Kobe over Shaq, but still, they did right by Shaq. And he was the aging star that kind of wanted to get out. Right? Like, Lakers have always kind of done right by their guys. There have been instances where, a trade, like the Chris Paul trade with Pau Gasol, right? Like, it's like, but that made sense at the time, right? Same thing with Luka, for Anthony Davis. Made sense at the time. People aren't going to look at that differently. Like, people understand, like, man, you just, come on, you turned an agent Anthony, like, even star, like, you don't think Anthony Davis gets it? You don't think of course everyone gets it. But to then just shun the guy that, came to the Lakers and won a championship for you and is looked at as one of the top players in all of basketball, it's a bad precedent that I just don't see the Lakers trying to set. Right? Like, I don't think the Lakers are going to do that because their history hasn't done that. And I don't think that they'll have to do it. I don't. I think LeBron is going to leave on his own. I don't think, there's talks about him playing 25 years, right? So he'd basically play, another 3 years after this, right? But I don't, even if he does, I don't think that's going to be with the Lakers. And even if he does, then I do think he will start taking discounts. You're not paying him $55 million. Like, I can understand the Lakers being like, okay, we're not going to give you any more max contracts because we need to put a roster together. You're getting older. We don't know what's going to happen, right? Like, I understand that element of it, right? But to just be like, yeah, shoot, hurry up, go. My new girlfriend's coming. Like, it's just like, what? I don't know. It's just kind of a thought. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me not. Helps me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.